All right, so we're heading into the fourth and final episode of the I don't know what number of the day session, and this is about
No,
your.
no,
What are they
I-
called? Fighting? Are they called fighting?
Hey,
Fighting?
by the
Fighting?
way- by the
Your fighting Aggies,
Hey, by
and
the
their
way-
amazing Super Bowl winning coach.
Hey, and by the way, you always said the Longhorns have never been rivals of A&M. You know what the actual Texas Fighting song has? Well, it has A&M in it.
Says goodbye. Goodbye to A&M.
No, yeah, but I'm
Goodbye.
just saying.
It's
they
not
always
rivals.
been
Goodbye.
Yeah, whatever.
Goodbye to
Doesn't
goodbye.
say Oklahoma. It says A&M.
Yeah. Oh no, it says Oklahoma in there.
No,
It says
no, it doesn't.
It says
Look it up.
give 'em hell, give 'em hell. Oh, you
Oh, that's maybe a new ad.
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense. Okay. All right, let's get this over.
Trust
with.
me, I could play you at the Texas Fight Song at the OU game, and you can tell right where it says
Yeah,
the
because
Oklahoma.
it's the OU game.
And no one sings the goodbye to A&M
Yeah, I know.
because we sing the OU sucks.
Originally, that's right. Just FYI.
Yes, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Well, and why do you say Gick 'em? It's against, you don't even know that.
I
It's
do.
TCU.
Yeah.
Gig 'em frogs.
Yeah.
You know how you gig 'em?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I was making fun of him. He's goodbye to TU or whatever y'all say.
Yeah.
She looked like a boom boom. Oh, what in the world? And all that.
Varsity's horns off.
Yes, so I just want you to know that deep down, I am very sad that y'all have to go through this this year.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I wanted y'all
Let's
to
just
go
go.
through it
Let's
a
just
couple
go.
years
Let's
more
just go.
so that the program would be in shambles for decades. But
Shut up. Shut up. All right. All right, let's go.
all right, ready? I think Wyatt is.
Yeah, you can't push me. You gotta let me talk, man. This is just come on.
Yep. Hello, Austin, Texas. You're listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt, where we bring sports and money together for your education and entertainment. And this segment should be very entertaining.
Oh, Lord.
If you have any questions about anything we say today, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com, or you can give me a call at 855-299-HOME. Remember, that is not for foosball. That is for work ball.
Yeah, don't act all happy.
855-299-HOME. That's 855-299-HOME. And this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
Your
American Dream.
Yeah, I just mustered to try to get any happiness. 'Cause I know what's coming. Man. I've been dreading this since the announcement. I was like, oh, you know what? Honestly, like we were talking about earlier, it's hard to find and pay for lightning in a bottle. And A&M tried to do that. They try to buy lightning, and you can't do that, right? I mean, and I always thought that the Jimbo Fisher hire was a little bit of a knee jerk. But you know, hey, I like him as a guy. I like him as a person. He just wouldn't get the job done. And you know, we had
Who was the guy before Jimbo Fisher?
you talk about someone
Yes.
who had a better record than him. I might just go ahead. It's all true right now. It's all true. No, nothing I can hide behind. No rock to climb under. But you know what? Hey, like you just said, you know, you had one of the best quarterbacks in all of history, right? Tom Brady. No one knew that he was going to be the quarterback he was, right? He was drafted. Who knows? Elijah Robinson, who is the defensive coordinator, or actually not even defensive coordinator, he's the defensive line coach and assistant defensive coordinator, is going to be heading up the Aggies for the remaining two games. We'll see. You know, he has a...
Oh, it's not Petrino?
No, it's Elijah Robinson, man.
Oh.
But he is the player's coach. Everyone loves him. Everyone likes him a lot. A younger guy, I think he's, you know, late 30s. Who knows? He might be it, but they have a tough game, not this weekend, but next weekend with LSU. Who knows? He might prove it, and they might keep him for a little bit. But Lord help me, please, dear Lord.
But try not to snort this segment, okay?
Make sure that you know. I'm thinking that what happened is that you know they had a bad meeting in an office somewhere, and they fired him. And I'm sure hoping that they didn't just fire him and they didn't have something selected, because we don't need another knee jerk hire. We don't.
I don't know if this is true or not.
Sark did make an appearance in College Station last week. Is that what you're talking about?
But what I heard was that count them,
Yeah.
1, 2 people,
Two people?
two peoples. So that's like two persons
Oh Lord, just spit it out.
paid the $77 million. Two people.
Well, you know that's why.
How bad
Do they
do
want-
you have to be for somebody to pony up $38 $8 million
no,
for you to go away.
Let's rewind that question. How rich do you have to be?
But rich people understand the value of money.
Well, and that's where that's
You know
where
what I'm saying?
money comes in, right?
Right, but I'm just saying.
But how do these boosters? Just explain this to me real quick. Why are they putting all this money in? They have to make money, right? They're not just putting that in because they want to see their team win, right? I mean, is there an investment? I don't get that how that works out.
I mean,
how do these boosters? Do they get their money back for that investment?
No. That is a 100% tax deductible donation to the University of Texas A&M football.
There's no return.
And they say, "I'm gonna give you this money, but you have to do this."
Well, the old joke goes, and I'll have to go with it. I sure hope that the Texas A&M School of Business is not writing up this next contract because the last one was horrible. I'm hoping they get some Harvard person come in there because it was a horrible contract.
Well, the question you have, all right. So first off,
and that was an Aggie dig because I can do it, but
I can make fun of my brother, but you can't.
Yeah.
No, I get it. The question you really, really want to look back, right? And again, like when you dated that girl that stole all your stuff,
Why are you talking about my stuff?
There were red flags. You didn't see them till she left.
But you popped all 4 of your tires. You knew that it was possible.
Yeah, and this could be guy, girl. I just use that because that's just my childhood.
That crazy relationship.
It's my childhood growing up. So, but the red flags were. He went 5-7 his last year at Florida State. He was there for a decade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a knee jerk. It was like why?
So they had to now. Who the next coach is going to be? I don't know. Right?
They have odds out there. Vegas has odds,
of course.
And so Mike Elko and Dan Lanning are on the top. I don't think either one of them are fit.
I don't. So Dan Lanning is the flavor of the month, right?
Right.
The Kevin Sumlin, the Tom Herman. That's who Dan Lanning is.
Same Mike Elko.
What was the other? The other coach, Strong. Those were flavors of the month, and they all have withered out in big programs. They have done well as smaller programs, but the big programs, flavor of the month.
More pressure.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I was more acceptive and liked the idea of Coach Sark being the hire for the Longhorns is because he had already been the flavor of the month at USC.
Sure.
And experienced the crushing pressure of a big time program and left and went and learned more and then came back prepared.
It is harder, right?
Yeah.
Recruiting's a whole different game over here.
The money's there, the school's there, the recruiting's there.
Egos.
But the egos are there.
Egos. That's the tough one, right?
So
the politics.
I just, and I'm so sorry, but at this point I can't help but take a little personal joy.
I know you would.
Because a lot of my Aggie friends were, Jimbo is the greatest.
No.
A lot of my friends were. No.
Even till up till last weekend.
Well, no. They lost.
They wanted him gone.
Yeah.
They wanted him gone.
But in the beginning, I remember people had tattoos. He hadn't played a game, and they tattooed Jimbo. They were all over.
That's ridiculous.
So there's a part of me that enjoys that, and I'm sorry.
Fair enough. But the craziest thing is they did catch Sark over there at College Station, so he's on the list.
Yeah.
No, but the other list. Now this is long shots. Urban Meyer. I don't think he's too far removed.
I think he's too.
I think he's too far removed. The big one that a lot of people are just up in arms is Deion Sanders, and I don't think he's a fit. But you know what? If you want to sell some marketable,
Colorado needed the money. And when I say needed the money, needed the exposure that Deion brought.
Yeah, absolutely.
A&M does not need the exposure.
No, we just talked about them buying out for $77 million. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 people. But Deion is a Texas guy from Dallas, so he would know what he's getting himself into. I don't think Deion would want to deal with that many donors.
No.
I just don't think he'd want to. He's a good. He's just at some point he's just I gotta coach.
I think what he's doing right now is getting his boys into the NFL.
Yeah.
I think that's why he's moving them up as he goes up. And I think he gets them to the NFL. I think he either goes to the NFL and coaches or he retires.
I don't think he coaches too much longer after his kids leave.
No, I think that's why he's doing it.
Yeah.
I think is one of the coolest father things to ever do. Because he can't walk on that foot. He's about to get more of it amputated. You see him in fourth quarter, he sits down. He can't do what he's doing.
So we'll see.
Yeah, but I think an offensive coordinator out of the professional realm, that coach that didn't get it, that might be a genius would be a good. But the thing is right now, as I'm really hoping that this was they put some thought to this and didn't just it wasn't a Jimmy Johnson Cowboys fire where it was knee jerk like get out of here, I don't like your ego, bye. I'm hoping they put some thought, and I'm hoping that all these coaches are saying no, we're not interested in A&M. They've already made a deal. We're hoping, and hopefully, please make it a good deal and a good coach.
Well, first off, the bigger name type coaches, because Jimbo theoretically was a big name hire, right? He was. So now the big name hires are going to be like, all right, they fired him on a Sunday after a 40-point win.
Yeah.
And so that's bad optics. Now, it's just bad optics. It's bad optics.
Would be a good fit?
Yeah.
Nick Saban.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm just saying.
At this point, though, I don't
think he's almost down here.
His eyeball. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
That's a guy who just can't give it up. But no,
there's 17.
Jeff Traylor from UTSA.
Yeah.
Big Texas boy, kind of small town, kind of country. He's doing really well at UTSA. He's 7-3.
We're going to hear the full list. What they're thinking.
I think him or that Tulane coach, Middle. I can't remember his name now. The Tulane coach, he's been there several years.
Yeah.
And he's built a program and he's sustained it. You're right. The thing is that everybody's going after these flavors when they get 1 year in, and the problem is you need to see that flavor 3 years in, 4 years in, because again, just like the coach you just had, right? After about 4 years at Florida State, he starts to fall off.
Yeah.
At Texas A&M, he starts to fall off.
He never
he's a good coach if you want to hire him to go to coach for about 4 years. Coach 4 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they paid him $25 million for every top 25 win.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thanks for rubbing that in.
Sark had more this year than he had his whole time there.
And we were looking for that Petrino Jimbo blow up, and this last game, all of a sudden they pulled it all out. They were firing on all cylinders. The kids were dancing on the sidelines. They've been saying that he was actually throttling down Petrino, and that was a big problem.
Yeah, well,
he never did give full control.
And yeah, that's why
So the experiment.
There's just so many places to go. And again, it's like
when it happened. I think all the Aggies wanted to happen, but maybe at the end of the year.
And just think about this.
And maybe with at the end of the year, so we didn't have all this. This.
Just think about this. How far the years, because at the beginning of the season, you were talking about how they were going to have a better season.
I was hoping.
They were going to.
I said it was going to be a colossal failure or a very successful year, and it wouldn't give you anything in between.
And I believe, this is the narcissist in me, I believe that he was fired the way he was fired because Texas was 9-1. And their third season.
I don't know.
Headed into the SEC.
No, I think that absolutely has something to do with it. When you see coaches around you,
that's why he's fired the way he was fired.
No,
not that he was fired.
But when you have potential to take away recruits, most certainly. And I think you have to look at the ones.
And the last thing they need is a fully steamed Texas coming in next year and winning.
Hey, Sark, we'll take you. You come on down and visit, College Station. We'll make you a good deal.
Dude, he's got too much class. Hey, you've been listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt. We hope you've enjoyed what you've heard. If you have any questions about anything we've said, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage. And we will see you next week. Hook 'em horns, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, you did good. You weren't too mean.
Yeah, I was.
You did good.
It's different when you to kick your brother when he's actually down. On the ground.
Oh, that does not.
Rolling in cockaburs.
That does not affect you.
Right? No. It's fun when you want a little fight back. And there just wasn't any fight back to this one.
No, I mean.
See y'all next week.